the yellow fan, I don't hold it all. Dirty like Diana, gonna pour it all. At the six, bitch, I got her rolling off.
Alright, y'all, so we got some controversy for sure dealing with Ryan Garcia. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and start it off. At first, I didn't have a lot of research, but now I did a little research and I'm heated. Now me as a person, as a black kid, I don't necessarily like at first, me as a black kid, at first, you know what I'm saying, I was like, if you ain't black, you really don't have to say, you really shouldn't be saying nigga. But, you know, as time progressed and I was doing more research, you know, and I was watching interviews with Tupac, stuff like that.
He goes, who? And he goes, that's the rich nigga. I was like, oh, he said nigga. He said nigga. And everybody's looking at me like, so? And I was like, oh my God, this is where I'm gonna be staying? He just said nigga.
Well, you got niggas in one of your records.
Niggas. He's talking about niggers. Niggers was the ones on the rope hanging out the thing. Niggas is the ones with gold ropes hanging out at clubs.
Well, maybe not everyone's aware of the differentiation.
They don't have to be. Everyone, if you're not a nigga and you don't use that word, you don't have to understand.
Word.
It's just not one of those things.
And after all, he adds, it all depends on how you say it.
Me going, what's up, nigga, is something totally different. When somebody looking at you and go, nigga, then you're gonna take it different.
Eazy-E's rationale may apply for those.
Then I started not really caring, because I mean, it's just a word. It's all about how you say it and how you go about it. So, as I'm seeing Ryan Garcia, we can play the clip.
Go anti-nigga on these niggers. Oh, I hate them. Go. Anti-nigger. Go. Hey, are you black? Go. Are you black?
No.
Snippet of the clip. You know, he definitely says he's anti-black, and then, you know, there's multiple clips of him saying, you know, F Muslims, this and that, they're fake race, this more and more. And then Stephen A. Smith had something to say about it, and he said that this is produced through alcohol and drugs. Stephen A. Smith. There's a line that Joel Santana of Dipset, he said, drunken words are sober thoughts. This is nothing new. This is probably these are things that have been in his mind that he probably hasn't said publicly, but he's probably said in, you know, closed doors, a small circle or something. And he just looks like, oh, he's just this great guy, this and that, to everybody else. But behind closed doors, this is things that he's been believing and saying and thinking for the longest. And then I don't like how the parents now, all of a sudden, the family, all of a sudden, now they got something to say, oh, this is not our family characters, this is not how we go about our religion beliefs, and this is not our son. That definitely seems like it was something that they were told to say, that somebody written down for them to say. I think if this is something that you know your son isn't used to doing, and this is unusual of him, then as the family, you should have been doing something to prevent this. Even though I get it, he's a grown man. I get it, he's a grown man, he's making his own decisions. But as a family though, if you know this isn't the person that you raised, the person you've been around, then you should be trying to get involved and be like, hey, you need to chill out with this and that. Or whoever his circle is, his friends, if they're real friends and they don't think this is cool, then they should have been getting involved, saying, nah, this ain't cool. But then again, his friends might be feeling the same way, might be agreeing with him.
Indeed.
Because, you know, once somebody makes it big, they got their group of friends. Usually, they don't, the person that's making the most, they don't like taking no for an answer. They thinking, oh, I'm the big dog, I make the big bucks. So, you really, whatever you saying, I ain't really gonna listen to it. But that goes to, for instance, Rashid Rice. Chad Johnson has said that he needs a better circle of friends, because the friends that he's probably around, he's probably telling them, nah, I'm the one making all the money, I'm the one putting you all in these nice cars, nice clothes, and this and that, so I really don't care what y'all saying. But no, that's not the case. You need to have friends and people and surround yourself around people that are looking out for you. But obviously, it seems Ryan Garcia probably has friends that are agreeing with him.
That's
so,
facts.
Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Malachi, you wanna go ahead?
Yeah, when it comes to people, characters like Ryan Garcia, I can't take him seriously. People that make those types of comments, like I think you kind of said about who can say the word, who can't say the word. I do think that there are certain words, there are certain colloquialisms and cultures that are only specific for those cultures. Problem with our people is that we don't have our own language, so we speak in England, the English language, which is a language that's spoken by a lot of other different types of people. So when we say certain phrases that are only supposed to be for our demographic, we say those things publicly, people hear those things, and they say them as well, even though they're not supposed to be saying them. Like the Italians, people of other races, they have things they call each other, but they call them those things in their native tongues. We don't have that luxury. I will say though, is that I don't really care what people say or whatever, because I know that 99% of people are ants and they won't say it to my face directly. I've never had somebody call me a slur like that directly to my face, and if it does happen, it'll probably be the last time that they do such a thing. But in terms of Ryan Garcia, I really want to pivot my vitriol for the people that are kind of defending his behavior. We watched a video about Stephen A. Smith, and I just cannot take him seriously when he says that Ryan Garcia, his comments were attributed to drug use and alcoholism. Stephen A. Smith, sir, respectfully, what the hell are you talking about? Like my boy Jalen just said, drunken words, sober thoughts. Like this is something that the words that you say and that you spew is not attributed just because of alcoholism. Ryan Garcia, this is who he is as a person. You know that, Stephen A. Smith. So the fact that you're defending him and talking about your relationship with Ryan Garcia and how you're fond of him, I don't think you would do that for a lot of brothers. Hence, we have data, we have proof of you just rip. Like, where's your energy? Because I didn't get a lot of energy from Stephen A. Smith. I'm seeing a low energy guy when he's speaking of guys like Ryan Garcia or people that are of lighter skin complexions, but a lot of vitriol for guys that look a lot more like him. And my thing with that is, if you're gonna take that approach to Ryan Garcia, take that approach with everybody else. I just find it very, very incriminating when these guys that are on video saying these things, telling us how they feel about our people, about other people, but we're giving them excuses for their behavior when they're letting us know what their true colors are. Stephen A. Smith spent more time when Ryan Garcia had they're not allegations, when they came out that he was taking steroids, he had more to say about what Devin Haney did wrong than what Ryan Garcia did wrong. Not even he talked about how Devin Haney shouldn't have taken the fight with the weight clause and all the blah, 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 blah. Devin Haney, he doesn't need to do such and such. Why are we talking about Devin Haney? Ryan Garcia is the one that you should be talking about. Like, I'm just not really understanding where Stephen A. is coming from, but I do know that Stephen A. he's a corporate guy. He's a corporate guy. He's gonna follow the company line for whatever reason. He doesn't want to call it how it is. He wants to bring up situations to make him fit with the populace. Stephen A. Smith, I don't know if you've been paying attention. I have been reading some reports that you're trying to demand 25 M's, but they're not giving you that. So I don't know if you think that by kowtowing to what ESPN, that corporation, that faction wants you to do, you're gonna continue making your money and you're gonna have these demands. Dog, they don't love you like that. You're not with them, bro. Like, you can continue to defend people like Ryan Garcia all you want. That's not gonna get you the bag that you want. You can be replaced. I said that a few weeks ago. Like, everybody is replaceable. Stephen A. Smith, my problem with him is he claims that he's a tell the truth guy when he has alliances, he has allegiances that he will not back off of. He wants to continue to go at O.J. Simpson, who is a deceased man, talking about a retrial, but he doesn't have that same level of energy and vitriol for Ryan Garcia, who has spewed racist comments, taking steroids, has all of this public behavior. He attributes it to alcohol use and drug use and is basically defending that behavior, and reads out the comments of how he needs to have a better friend group and people around him. Why are we not holding this man accountable? If this was some brother, if this was some what's a good example? If this was like Anthony Edwards or somebody or some athlete, it would be leading all of the talk shows. It would be leading ESPN. It would be leading Fox Sports. It would probably be leading CNN. All of these different shows, but ESPN is not talking about the situations. The same problem I have with the Josh Giddey situation. They don't talk about it. But you got idiots like Malika Andrews who, when Brandon Miller is getting drafted, and these are just allegations, and he was deemed not guilty, bringing it up on his brother's draft day, trying to diminish his credibility and trying to diminish his marketability. But they don't hold these other guys accountable, and y'all know who I'm talking about. It's really just disgusting in my opinion. And like I said, the Ryan Garcia stuff, he's a clown, he's a character, he's an idiot. I don't give people like that my time of day because they're not affecting what I got going on, and I don't really care about them because in my opinion, they're ants. Like Ryan Garcia, he does not matter in my livelihood. But what I will do is I will hold him accountable like we hold everybody else accountable. So to say that Ryan Garcia, you're fond of him, very poor choice of words, Stephen A. Smith. That relationship should be detonated because he said he's anti-black. Stephen A. Smith always talks about how he's a black man. So it seems like he's anti-you, Stephen A. Smith. So why are you continuing to defend this man's behavior?
Yeah,
Would you be doing that for anybody else? No.
You're going to defend a man that basically he publicly said he's against you.
That's what I'm saying.
He doesn't care for you.
He just told us who he is.
I think Ryan Garcia's punishment, he should be banned from boxing. So you look at Colin Kaepernick, what he did. He took a knee. Everybody hated that. And I mean, shoot, they probably still talk about it to this day. And you see how bad that messed him up from getting any money and playing the sport that he was great at. Ryan Garcia, I don't think there should be no baby and no nothing. I mean, he disgraced multiple races. He said racial slurs, and we shouldn't just defend that just because it's alcohol and drug abuse. Everybody has mental health issues, but people need to take into account that the things you are saying, they should actually pay attention to it. And these aren't just things that he's saying only solely because of alcohol and drugs.
I agree with everything you said. I can just eliminate everything that you guys have said. Same people that are defending Ryan Garcia, did you have that same energy for Kyrie Irving when all he did was tweet a documentary? That man lost pretty much everything. That man lost a shoe deal. He lost opportunity to make hundreds of millions of dollars. He basically got blackballed from the league and had to issue he had to go on an apology tour basically. And got suspended.
His own people was hating on him. Even going back to COVID, his own people was hating on him because of his beliefs. And he did not want to be injected with something that he didn't think was safe for his body. But you don't want to do what the league says. As a top player in the league, you need to do what the league says.
Stephen A. Smith basically went on a rage tour. Anytime Kyrie Irving's name was brought up, just demeaning him and belittling him and chastising him. Same thing he does with Kawhi Leonard. He does that with all black athletes that he does not like for whatever reason. But he doesn't have that same energy for Ryan Garcia. He doesn't have that same energy for all of these. I don't think he ever talked about Josh Giddey. Like, where is your energy for these other guys, Stephen A. Smith? You need to be held accountable. And all of the other guys that agree with Stephen A. Smith, y'all need to be held accountable as well. Because what I'm noticing is that it's really us that have this type of energy. We have vitriol for people that look like us, but we don't hold other people accountable. So you should be like me. Like, what I do is like, for me personally, I don't really care what you do. What you do off the court or whatever like that. If it's not impacting me, if it's personal, I let those things be personal. Once you bring something in the public forum, we have a platform, we're going to talk about those things, and I'm going to hold everybody accountable. I'm going to be objective about everybody. I don't care what you look like. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you related to me or whatever like that. I'm going to hold everybody accountable. I believe in being objective, and I believe in being fair. I'm always going to be fair. Stephen A. Smith, you clearly have agendas. You clearly have allegiances. I just wish that you would be honest about that so we could continue to move on with where we place Stephen A. Smith in the hierarchy. He wonders why people don't like him, and this is a big reason of why people don't like him or respect him. Like Draymond Green already called you out, sir. Like when Draymond Green is talking to other people, they always talk about how much they don't like you, and you wonder why.
Okay. You got the floor.
I mean, I don't have much to say. I think I was in the Twitter space when this happened. It may have been a few moments after, because I searched. Well, I check my Twitter most of the time. Well, a lot of times. So I think I checked it this time, and it was like the most popular thing right now. So I was like, okay. Ryan Garcia topped in. Heard Ryan Garcia say some crazy things. I didn't hear him say the N-word. I think I got it a little late. I did hear him like saying like F, like all the races and religion and stuff. So I was like, I ain't gonna, that's crazy. Like, I mean, to me, like, yeah, I mean, I don't really take it seriously.
Indeed.
Yeah,
He's a clown.
Yeah, I don't take it seriously at all. But it's like cause I kind of know he was a bit off the. He was a bit off the brain cells. Like, I can tell like by what he be tweeting. Like, he be tweeting some stuff like that's like similar to like what Dylan Dennis would tweet. It'll be like some crazy stuff. And then there's also allegations of him when he was 19 to 20 talking to Malu, when she was like 15. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I kind of been like worried about. So, I mean, that surprised me. I'm not really bothered by it. I'm just like, I just thought it was pretty humorous that like he just had a like explosion just off just like on a Twitter space. It was crazy to me when it happened. So, yeah, I mean, just. Gonna nip this in the bud. I think he got expelled from the. Not from the
WBC.
Yeah, WBC.
But that's just one faction.
Yeah, that's just. But yeah, I mean, it's still.
I just find it very interesting that
this is kind of crazy, but it's really not even that unbelievable. Like Ryan Garcia, like from the person, like I kind of seen him to be these last couple months, because before he came into that Devin Haney fight overweight, he's been cuckoo. So that's kind of what I gotta say. I ain't really got much to say.
I just feel like it's very interesting that guys like Ryan Garcia, like you brought up him with the underage situation, or him with his just basically he just says whatever he wants to say, and like of course a lot of it is trolling, but we all know that in today's society that doesn't matter. If you're trolling and you're a public figure, you say something crazy, if you look like us, you get dealt with, you get blackballed. Like, look at Antonio Brown, like look at people like that. So like my thing with that is that guys like Ryan Garcia is still, like Ryan Garcia, he had all of that foolishness going on, and he was still going on television platforms, on the poker thing or whatever with Jimmy Butler. But we have, like, I'm seeing guys like Stephen A. Smith have a shorter fuse box when it comes to black athletes. Like, you got a situation where a Kawhi Leonard, who is just injured, missing time, Stephen A. Smith is just letting loose on him, on air, on live television, wherever wherever he sees fit, continues to demean him.
During the NBA Finals too.
Yeah, when Kawhi Leonard is not even involved, like, and you have this level of vitriol for him, or Kyrie Irving, or basically any athlete that he just doesn't like for whatever reason, and the reasons don't hold any weight, and he just continues to destroy them on live television, but he doesn't have that same energy for guys that are actually doing harm to people. Like, Kawhi Leonard ain't hurting nobody. Ryan Garcia is clearly hurting people with his comments, and you got guys like, Josh Giddey, or these other guys like, what's that athlete name? Like in NFL, like a Chad Wheeler or somebody like that, who was like, beating on his girlfriend or whatever. First they never covered that, but they were always covering the Deshaun Watson stuff. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, and then you can't say it's because, these athletes are more popular than those athletes. That's not the case, because we have evidence of athletes that weren't good at all, black athletes that getting raked over the coals in the media. So that doesn't matter. So I just find a lot of it humorous. Like Caleb said, I'm in agreement with him about the Ryan Garcia stuff. I can't take him seriously. People like that are clowns. And I doubt that Ryan Garcia would have that type of energy toward people in person. I don't think he would. Now, he is a boxer, so he can be somebody at.
Yeah.
But I'll say this: regular people that have those types of thoughts, very, very, very rare that they'll actually say those things to people like us, to our face.
Anyways, though, once again, y'all let us know in the comments how y'all feel about this. This is definitely a touching topic and a controversial topic. So let us know in the comments what y'all think, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace. Yo, before you leave, make sure to click on one of our previous videos if you haven't. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe